Going live. La 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 la. La la la. Ba da 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 da. Time. Never once upon a time. Hello. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Good. Let's see. Oh! You're in Spain. I was wondering where y'all went. I hope you're having fun. You're gonna have to look at my room when you get back. I did up my room. It looked nice, very eclectic and cluttered, but cozy. I wish I could travel more, but I can't. I don't got a passport, don't got the money. I can't drive either, so. To make a duty. Make a doo-doo.
If everyone is ready, then let us depart for Al-Zadal's legacy.
Hello. Uh-oh. I wonder if I'll be able to do this without needing party members. I wonder if I could just do this on duty support. That'd be cool.
A deluge of ether. The mark of a terrible magic.
It wasn't far from here. Let's go.
We just got to Mega Doo-Doo, and now we gotta leave Mega Doo-Doo. Quick! Run away from Mega Doo-Doo! At least we're not dealing with any more parsnips. Like, jeez. You people in here need to put parsnips in places they don't deserve to be in.
Hey, you! Stop! If you're thinking of taking to sea, don't!
What has happened?
We were out working our nets when a light suddenly shot up over Buffalo Isle with a boom.
Hold on.
A massive fiend then took to the skies. Another blasphemy, we feared. But we didn't linger to find out.
Did you see where it was headed?
I can't say for sure, but it looked like it was northward bound.
I see. Our thanks for the warning, and do not let us keep you. Buffalo Isle is connected to Al-Zadal's legacy. This cannot be a coincidence.
In response to Karnyatso's defeat, they have come for our gate.
So it seems. I would ascertain the situation at the vault, but the fiend must be dealt with, ere people come to harm. I shall assume my dragon form and seek it out at once.
Wait. You heard the fisherman. A blasphemy, they called it. If another flying creature was sighted now, others will assume the worst and panic will spread. This is not the way.
We can work on this together.
You are right, Estinian.
What about me?
I will gather my soldiers and search the isle for casualties. The fiend, I leave to you. The hunt will go more swiftly with help. Zero, might I prevail upon you to accompany him?
Very well. Then Estinian and I will make for Al-Zadar's legacy and secure the gate.
Stay on your guard. The enemy is clever and will have anticipated our response. Be safe, my friends, and may the sisters guide your steps.
We know the fiend was headed north, but that still leaves a lot of ground for us few to cover. We need a way to conduct our search more efficiently. Do you have any ideas? I know people who may have seen something. In other words, we seek help from the locals. If you think it best, then very well. So where to then? The Great Walk. The Great Work. Great Walk. In the encampment of Hamsa Hatchery. If both places are to the north, then the people there may indeed have seen something. Very well, I will head to the Great Work and leave the encampment to you. UFO! Whee! I'm being abducted!
Stinky.
Stinky. Stinky. Hello, Ashu. People be horny. What? What are you talking about? What do you mean by going on in my game? Yes, it's my mount. Parsnips? Because you said orsnips. Or are you an Orosauran now? Because you're like way behind at Asland. Because I said the thing about the parsnips a while ago. I mean, alternatively, people could just use beets. They're nice and thick. They got the extra ends for I mean, I didn't say nothing. Autocorrect made you say orsnips. Saw the light over at the Buffalo Remnants too, did you? We've sent scouts to investigate, but they've yet to report back. We will continue to keep watch here, but if you learn anything, be sure to let us know. These fishermen saw a fiend emerge from the Buffalo remnants before heading north, you say. I saw what I thought was a ball of flame flung from the explosion, but now I wonder. Flew north in the direction of Kadaga, or Kadga. If it was in fact a fiend, then we have trouble on our hands. We must remain vigilant. Nabdudu. That's what this guy's name is. Nabdudu. Hi. I presume you've come to investigate the explosion at the Buffalo remnants as well. We've yet to ascertain precisely what happened. Is there any information you can share with us? Besides the fact that you look super cool. A fiend emerged from the explosion and flew towards Kadga. By the sisters. Had I learned this sooner? Never mind, there's no time to waste. Take this. Oh no, did he just click the thing about the beats? Oh no. I mean, alternatively, people could just use beats. They're nice and thick. They got the extra ends for I mean, I didn't say nothing. Confound it. We were so concerned with the explosion that we failed to recognize that the threat had not yet passed. We must alert command at once and instruct people to seek shelter. Is there a way to the top of Kadga? What? You mean to go there and investigate? Then again, you're more than capable of defending yourself. As you wish. We will leave this in your hands. The Giant Skull grounds are situated at the base of Khadga. I myself am not familiar with the mountain paths, but the quarry workers are bound to know many. Kidaner, for instance, he has worked there the longest. Go well, my friend, and may the sisters keep you. Airplane! I'm an airplane. Well, let me clean my glasses. You want to climb Khadga? You couldn't have chosen a worse time. There was an earthquake earlier and it triggered a rock slide. I'm afraid the main path to the summit may be blocked. But if you're determined to go, then I suggest you speak with Rommel. He climbs like a langur and might know some other way up, if not the gentlest. Ooh! Ether current, I see you. I swim in the greenest of waters. How to reach the top of Khadga after what has happened? That should be the last place anyone sane would want to be. But yes, I'm familiar with another route that should still be passable. I was once afraid of heights, you see, and used it to build up my courage. Though I cannot say I have the courage to brave it under these conditions. I'll take you where the route starts, but no further, alright?
Hello, can you hear me?
No.
We were too late. The vault has been destroyed. The alchemical furnace with it. This was their true objective, to deny us entry into the void. Kanyatso and Ajdaya's eye were a diversion. A means to detain us in Garlemald, while they went to work here. To reduce the vault to rubble. That which you hunt is no ordinary foe. Have care.
There he is. The naked man himself. The naked man I always thought was hot. Literally.
Such an exquisite sight. The canvas of vibrant colors. As was our world, too, once.
Oh, harder, Daddy!
Not during cutscenes, please. Are you the one who destroyed the treasure vault? But yeah, agreed.
I am Rubicante, the archfiend of fire.
Rubicante.
A monster in flesh. Yet in spirit I remain a man. A prisoner of the past. Such tears I wept when darkness consumed the world. Until Lord Golbez came and spoke of salvation. Thus do I walk proudly at his side, to see his dream fulfilled. Your heart is pure. For benevolent cause you seek the dragon. But I cannot allow you to have it. Cannot allow you to interfere. If you would continue, then there is but one recourse. I shall await you at the summit. Come, mortal. Come and weigh your righteousness against mine.
Mount ordeals. Can I do duty support for it? No. I'm gonna change my fur again real quick. Before I do that. Before I go do that. To Gritano away. Ba-ba-boo-doo-doo. Yep, gonna snip. Oh, you know what I realized I missed yesterday? Turning in my tickets. I'm gonna have to do that real quick if it'll let me. think it'll let me till next week. I don't know. The next jumbo cactpot. Pink! Pink and blue! We gotta wait for this quest anyway. Mega doo-doo. Mega doo-doo. Air Force One. Let's do that real quick. Because that's my favorite. Whee! Beep, 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 whee! Shoot the people! Yay! This is my best game yet. I love this game. I almost missed that one. Yay! Perfect! Again! Woo! Celebratory shoot these! Alright. Air Force 1-2. If I get Air Force 1-2-3, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Imagine if you could see other players zooming through the thing shooting the targets. That'd be cool. If you saw them shooting the targets. I don't know what that was supposed to be. Jasmine euphrasia. More like euthanasia. Are you serious? Just do that one. Okay. I usually only ever get the consolations. And I'm okay with that. Guarantee you that there's people out there who get the Jumbo Caxpot first prize consecutively. And I guarantee you those people are cheating. Because that's usually how it is. Because you can't get that many victories on a first prize unless you're cheating. Or you just have amazing luck. Here we go. Do this one. Ooh, 306. I'm definitely not getting it, but I'm doing that one. If I could get my sum to be 6, I get 10,000. It is so sweet. There is no way that you can beat me. I look like I dyed my fur to look like Trix yogurt. Get this. Whoa, I got close. Good morning, Koopa Van Mog. Ooh, I got 10,000. Money! Ooh-wee. Oh, Koopo, I unlocked Rubicante. I got Daddy Ruby. Well, I'm getting close to being able to get the bee's knees. Yes, Rubicante. I need to get these. I like the way the archdemon horns look. Aw. That sucks. I mean, I could always just transfer. I could always just go to Moogle. And once you're out, we can run it together. After all, we're adventure pals, aren't we? Yeah, but if I want to invite you to my party, wouldn't I have to? Oh. Well, I just learned something new. I just like being able to see you. Blah 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 blah. Crap! As soon as I go to do that too. As soon as I go to do Cup of Cur. It's like, hey, time to go. But yeah, I might end up transferring to Moogle when that finally opens back up. Yeah, Louis Swa.
Stayed the course, as I knew you would. As too will I. Come!
Also,
the Archfiend of Fire has no equal. The glory of fire. Flames to lick at your heels.
I don't know what to do. Hey!
Flames to me.
flame to me!
Oh my god. He's got a great ass, though.
All will burn! Allow me to show you real flame. You spread
Every
word.
time I hear the grill the Warriors of Light. Yeah, with his fine ass.
I am one with the flame. You are the first to behold this form.
And now we have a fan service.
The flames rise higher.
Get away from me. Hanzo almost got me killed.
Look now on my essence made.
But hello, Esper.
Destruction incarnate.
Ow! Ah! Ah!
To ashes with you.
Yeah, he does. Quite often. He shows it off like, hey, look at what I got.
Come, oh God. I shall tear you asunder.
Oh, and now he's covering back up again. Man, I missed the opportunity.
Flames to lick your heels.
Whee! Goodbye, Daddy. Too bad I'm just sorry I couldn't tickle that Ruben Busty. And now I get a cutscene. The flames have been extinguished. Yeah, I guess that just means I pleased him good enough. I say as I just casually sip my coffee.
It seems I was a step too slow.
To defeat all of us archfiends. You are strong indeed.
What is it that Golbez seeks? Why do you fight? What is it that you wish to save?
You would know your enemy's heart. Very well. It bleeds more than you can ever understand.
Hold on. Give me a sec.
How long has it been since the world was undone?
To think, Rubasante went from being a chub to being a stud muffin.
Since light and life gave way to darkness and undeath. Since we were reduced to beasts befouled, squabbling over what scant ether remains. But you are different. You remember who you were and the paradise for which you fought.
Golbez is kind of hot. You know, he kind of looks disproportional in his armor.
That world
We
will
got legs
never
for
be
days.
ours again. But we need not suffer in this purgatory of death and rebirth forever.
Yes, he does. Whoever pushed that through, thank you. I appreciate you.
Join me, and together we shall seek the promised land.
There is no hope. No freedom from the wheel. You speak a fantasy.
Come here, biscuit. Oh.
I speak truth. The Ascian's revelation. There are other worlds than this. Ours is but one of 14. There is no greater proof than the whispers we hear, born of a neighboring reality. A reality to which we may journey if we can but break down the barrier that divides us.
Him's crazy.
You meant it then. We will take this world as our own. Count me in.
In return for your strength, I offer you opportunity to pursue your own ends in service to a greater cause.
But you're not wrong. He does have that slutty waistline.
A glorious kingdom of light, wherein all may know death's sweet embrace.
And thus did we begin our great work.
Which probably means we're either going to have another dungeon, or we're going to be going up against Golbez. Next, I mean. I guess we'll find out.
You intend to forsake the 13th and conquer the source.
And conquer the sauce.
Just so.
The sauce.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
You served Golbez of your own volition.
As atonement for my failures, I tried to be a hero. Tried to stop the war. But I could not.
Oh, so he wasn't really bad.
So in turn you wage another.
Pretty good.
A means to a final end. The wheel of depravity must be broken.
After I see this, now that I've seen it, I kind of feel bad for Rubicante.
Even the most exalted succumb. We eat and deepen the stain upon our souls, until only the hunger remains. Is this to be our fate for all eternity?
I don't know. About this and a great many things. But I do know that it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. Not everything need be a trade. This I learned from the people of this world. Even without a contract, without any expectation of personal gain, they labor for one another. I didn't understand it at first, and perhaps I still don't. But if I'm to achieve something, I'd rather do it their way.
Perhaps we have indeed surrendered to the hunger after a fashion. Make for our moon. There you will find both Lord Golbez and your dragon.
Even in his final moments, he died with honor. Why are you telling us this?
To be so viciously slandered. Pride demands I prove my virtue at the last. And perhaps your own will resonate with his, and draw forth that singular jewel which abides deep within his heart. A desire which lies beyond his quest to free us from our purgatory. A desire all his own.
My inquiries delayed me. I'm not accustomed to conversation. But I'm glad I arrived in time to speak to Rubicante. As much as I understand his motives, I believe there's a better way, yours. The future you strive for is one I wish to see. And I want to know why I feel this way. Why this fire burns in my breast. There's nothing more for us here. What of Alzadal's legacy? Has there been word from Y'shtola and the others? Receive, frustrating perhaps, but better the gate be destroyed than used to unleash more void scent. We should return to Mega Doodoo and rejoin the others. Doodoo, make a doodoo. I don't know why I'm running all the way back when I could just Ethernet there. But whatever. I do too, cause I got plenty of nuts. Into Mega Doodoo we go. I gotta say, he is a handsome dragon.
Thank goodness you're both all right.
I need to, there is a lot of mounts that I need to get. One of them I can't get because it costs a lot of gil to get.
Unfortunately, we have nothing further to report apart from the loss of the gate. But tell us, how did you fare on the mountain?
I never have the money for awesome stuff.
Golbez aspires to deliver void scent unto the source.
Yeah.
Where they may die and return to the life stream to be reborn.
Far be it for me to deny them, but the cost to our people would be beyond unconscionable.
Indeed. Void scent themselves are inherently dangerous. Never mind the chaos sure to follow should the barrier twixt our worlds be shattered. 'Twould be naught less than a calamity.
Sorry, I got distracted. We can't let that happen.
Certainly not. That said, our task has been rendered rather difficult.
Indeed. Rubicante have deprived us of a means to cross into the void.
Kenyatso's faint. That was doubtless what he meant when he said his part was done.
Golbez sacrificed 2 archfiends just to stop us. He must need more time to break the barrier to our world.
Then the days ahead will be critical. We must find a way back to the 13th.
Handsome beast indeed.
We could employ another Atomos, but that approach would only be viable if we found another planar fissure. An unlikely prospect. Better we explore other avenues. If you will excuse my absence, I shall return to Sharlayan to look for information.
By all means. Meanwhile, I shall seek the counsel of our alchemist.
Time is of the essence, so wish me luck.
I picked on my mom today.
I'm no scholar.
She started talking about World of Warcraft. She said it at least like 8 times in one sentence. And it said new drinking game. We take a shot every time Mom says World of Warcraft. Y'shtola alone will be more of a match for those tomes. Have a little bit of training.
Rest assured, I never shirk my training. I will be ready for whatever awaits.
You know, somebody said that he's had the same gear for a long, long time. He does just fine. I think it was you that said that.
Zero. May we call upon thee when next we venture unto the 13th?
No, nobody got drunk. But I was picking on her. She was like, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm like, you obsess over World of Warcraft way too much. You literally just said World of Warcraft 8 times.
Aye. And in case you're wondering, I won't ask for further payment. I will go for myself, to try and understand why I spoke the words I said to Rubicante. And the fire I felt within, when you all came to my aid in Garlemald.
Huh? Her and her need to tip her hat.
While our esteemed sorceress battles her tomes, let us see to our own affairs.
I will not fail you again, sister.
Oh, retry. I don't care if I read that or not. I just want to get it over with. Meanwhile... on the moon of the 13th. There's the girl. Hi, Gideon.
Cagnazzo and Rubicante have joined with the Great Flow. In this world, 'tis the ravenous who are useful, and few were as ravenous as they. You were fine pawns, my archfiends, and you have played your parts to perfection. But with the goal in sight, I need no minions to do my bidding. Hereon, I shall walk alone.
I already asked you.
At long, long last, the end draws nigh. The end to life on that star, and the end to my suffering.
All too, 'tis good to see you. Have you any news from old Charlayan? We've yet to hear from Y'shtola regarding her search for a means to return to the void. I must confess that her silence has left me feeling restless. Nor am I alone in this. Estinian has such an excess of energy that he has been helping to train our soldiers with nary a grumble. As for Zero... Is something the matter? I gotta pee. No, All2 paid us a visit, and so I was apprising him of recent developments, or lack thereof. Are you heading somewhere? I had to replenish my ether. Would you like to come? A rare but most welcome invitation. Timely too, I might add. I myself was thinking of venturing out into the city. It would be my pleasure to join you. Will you accompany us, of course? Oh god, of course we agree. Come then. I have an errand to run at the bazaar first. I'm gonna, put myself on Be Right Back real quick. I gotta use the bathroom. don't know, Daddy's getting hot. We're the pizza shop. Oh, the pizza's so yummy. I'm back. Sorry. Thank you. It went from like a number 1 situation to a number 2. We went to Cracker Barrel today for breakfast, and my body has been... Ugh. My body hates me right now. I'm a master singer. And let's just be happy that we don't have songstress yet. But that would be a very cool job in this game. Gideon! What? Oh god, he's stalking me! Aw. Gideon! Come back here! I fucking love you! Oh, no, I want to jump. Tism sings! You're not gonna escape my love! He's like, now get out of here. Thank you! Back to story. I'm almost done. No, you're a ninja. I can't see you at all. But who else supports either psychic or songstress? I'm gonna just like not read through this because I don't feel like reading. I'm gonna just snort all this. Which will you consider? The lustrous crimson powder. This powder is hot just to look at. I'm gonna take it. Set their mouths on fire. Oh no! She wants me to eat it. She's like, eat it. You tentatively place some of the spice on your tongue. A veritable blaze engulfs your mouth. Your reaction speaks volumes. That will suffice then. Oh my god! Pleasure as always, Mr. Zero, and do give my regards. She's like, give me everything. But yeah, I might, when I can, if I can afford it next month and they open it back up, I might transfer to Moogle. I mean, it is fitting. But if I go to join an FC there, they have to understand that I'm not going to always be around.
My usual, please. But with this spice.
Of course, Zero. It would be my pleasure.
Oh, he actually gets to hear her talk.
This is enough to make a whole kettle of your special curry.
I don't need that much.
Rest assured, it's easy enough to make a serving just for you. Or we could make the kettle and share it. There would be enough not only for your companions but other diners as well. I dare say everyone will be delighted.
Oh god, I feel bad for everybody! They're about to get their mouths set on fire!
Very well. A full kettle, then.
Excellent. We'll prepare it at once. And for your excellency and our esteemed adventurer, are you happy to try a bowl of Zero's curry?
Grateful though I am for the offer, I cannot fully appreciate the flavor with this vessel. Another time, perhaps. Do not hold back on my account, my friend. Eat and enjoy.
Oh no! What have I done? If I could have my touch milder. Oh fuck no! The spicier the better! Then I'll have His Excellency's helping. Yeah, I love spicy stuff.
Understood. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
That reminds me, I got curry up in the freezer. I got one of the microwave things from the food bank. I can stick it in the microwave for like a couple of minutes or something. I love curry, chat. I love, love, love curry. Curry and naan. Ooh, can't beat it. Now, if only I could have a lassie.
It gladdens me to see you taking to life in Radzatan, Zero. In the area of our cuisine, not least of all. Spicy dishes have long been favored in our sultry clime for their ability to whet the appetite and cool the body. Of course, spices also have the effect of preserving foods, which makes them highly coveted in foreign lands. All of this has given rise to a thriving spice industry, and the wealth it brings has allowed our nation to prosper while maintaining its neutrality.
So you trade your spices? Seems rather more complicated than trading in ether.
The giggle!
In the beginning, this land was no more than refuge for me.
That little giggle of his! Why was it so delightful?
But now it is my home, and the people of Radzatan my beloved children. Together, we build this vibrant nation. And naught would please me more than to show it to my sister one day.
Vibrant. Rubicante said the same when he described this world. A reminder of all that has been stolen from us. What many who remember doubtless yearn to take back.
Our home is a lost cause. Our only choice to begin anew. In this world, where we may reclaim our mortality.
Nonetheless, it's wrong to damn another to save yourself. As I told Rubicante, as I found myself moved to speak. I still do not understand what made me feel this way, nor what compels you mortals to help one another. But I hope to someday.
We too hope that you will find the answers you seek.
What is going on?
What's happening?
Compliments of Mistress Zero, the Satrap's honored guest. We are serving a special curry for anyone who wishes to partake. But be warned, it is not for the faint of heart.
Oh no, what have I done? I made a scary dish.
Oh, by all means, I'd welcome the challenge.
Sisters have mercy. The smell alone is...
Oh, and that's naan.
It burns! It burns!
killed a
To
man!
maintain the facade. The alchemists ensured that my vessel was capable of consuming food. However, I fear Zero's curry would test the limits of their design.
Apologies for the delay. Please relax and enjoy your meal.
Hey, you know what fixes that? A tiny bit of sour cream.
Relax. I don't have time for that. I've been waiting for this. Come. Let's replenish our ether.
That she's just so willing to dive on in. I have a gnat flying around my room. Oh no! The entire diner! My life flashed before my eyes, and it was exhilarating. I thought the spices we picked were perfect. I'm gonna just say that one.
I trust you have eaten your fill. I shall have Merit prepare a meal for us to take to Estinian. I suspect he too is overdue a replenishment.
Oh no!
By this hour, he will have.
Oh, he's
retired to
drinking
his
a
chambers
lassie.
at Magaduta. Come, let us pay him a visit.
A mango lassie. This makes me want curry so bad. But I killed the entire restaurant. Whoops. The spicy curry has left you slightly flushed and set your heart racing. Whatever challenge awaits, you are ready to face them head on and with feeling. Sagi. Is that in one of the new areas? Da da da. Oh, Sagittarius. I don't know where that is. Or is that one of the new servers? Oh, okay. Run. 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 Ba, 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 ba. I feel bad for Astidian.
Estinian, are you there? We've brought something for you.
Enter.
Oh my god, a fan service! Hi. They knew what they were doing. They knew.
Masala from the Mehane. I thought you might enjoy it.
They knew what they were doing here, chat.
Masala, eh? I prefer my squid dried. But I'm sure it won't disappoint. My thanks.
He's just going to keep doing push-ups when we were coming in. Yeah.
Idle as I am in our sorceress's absence, I see. I can't offer much in the way of entertainment, but make yourselves comfortable.
She's looking up. Girl, my thoughts exactly.
Disrobe as well.
Oh my god! Zero, no! Well, it doesn't help.
No. We simply caught our friend unprepared. He will make himself presentable at once, I am sure.
Zero be like, let me take off my top too.
At last. We've been looking for you.
My friends, tell me, were you able to devise a way to return to the 13th?
I believe so. It required a visit to the moon, where I took the opportunity to enlist Oriange's assistance.
Ishtola hath told me all. I should be glad to help you free Ashdaya and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
If Rubicante spoke true, both Golbez and Ashdaya are on the moon of the 13th. Unlike here in the Source, however, we have no means of making the journey from the surface of the star itself. The technology simply does not exist. Therefore, I propose that we employ a gate to deliver us directly to our destination.
Is such a feat possible?
In theory. Having once been a single hole, the Source and its reflections share striking similarities in geography. And according to a certain someone who unceremoniously whisked us away to the first, the same locations across the worlds are intrinsically bound. All of which is to say, were we to pass through a gate on the Source's moon, it should lead us to the moon of the 13th. Of course, there is the risk of Voidsent gaining entry to our world. Thus did I decide to seek Oriange's counsel.
Both the Watcher and the Loporrits are aware of our proposed endeavor. While they are yet deliberating precautionary measures, they have pledged their full cooperation.
You've been busy. I presume you've also found a way to open this gate.
Be it in Radzat-Han or Sharlayan, scholars have long cast their gaze unto the endless dark of the void. And so, with harnish insights to augment our knowledge, we have indeed conceived of a promising plan to pierce the veil. A plan I am confident will succeed, precisely because the moon is our stage. The preparations will be extensive, and we will require vast quantities of ether.
After all, our gate must be large enough to accommodate another great worm. My proposal entails delivering copious amounts of ether to the Tower of Babel in Garlemald. As you will recall, Fandaniel used the structure to destroy the brand's imprisoning Zodiarch, and we, in like manner, will use it to channel ether to the moon, and thereby open our gate.
I see. Then we shall need someone on the moon for the necessary rituals.
Itchy.
Just so, Your Excellency. I intend to head back anon for that very purpose, as well as to help devise our strategy to deal with invading Voidsent. Along with our lunar allies, we will once again require the assistance of your alchemists, Nidana not least of all. May I trouble you to serve as their escort?
Fine by me. The room was beginning to feel constraining. For my part, I shall oversee the requisite tasks on the star. Might I prevail upon you for your assistance?
If all are in agreement, then let us set to work. We'll open our gate, and we will stop Golbez.
Now we get to go to the moon. The Dark Throne. Woo! We get to do it. We get to do it. Go. I watch the moon. Can't stop thinking of you. Going ham. If one and all are ready, then let us set forth, our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to exchange this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. You are so poetic. Like, damn. But now we got proof that Estinian is just some Bara musclehead. This way. Itchy back. Somebody come scratch my back for me. This isn't a spot that I can't reach. My apologies for the delay. My, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. He's actually just staring. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorium, that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. First is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether, and subsequent delivery of it unto Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophori spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus must we seek an alternate means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Islabard contingent. If we were to employ it to different ends, we must obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, a likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing there. I shall reveal more. I recognize that name. So I gotta go to airship landing. Okay. Ethernet. Want to go on an adventure. All are present and accounted for? Excellent. We shall travel to Charlayan, and then seek the nearby Isle of Ham. Near unto the surface of this isle do rivers of ether converge. The churning energy of this confluence is released by the way of geysers. Originally, the Ragnarok was to be powered by ether harvested from the isle. But, as well you know, an alternate power source was ultimately found for the vessel. Passage unto Ultima Thule, to the very limits of existence, was facilitated by not less than the strength of the Mother Crystal herself. As such, the Isle of Ham's vast ether deposits remain untouched. We may help ourselves to that energy, provided we are able to secure the forum's permission. Yet again, with needing permission, is nothing straightforward in this world? Such is the nature of politics, I fear, and as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have been officially disbanded, no longer are we a recognized collective. A somewhat disadvantaged position, bureaucratically speaking. Fortunately, however, there's a recognized and respected body upon which we might prevail. The students of Baldesian, upon arriving in Charlayan, let us seek our friends at the Annex. Man, I've never had so much trouble reading. I'm just not used to his way of talking. It's very poetic. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Welcome back, all two. What brings you here today, and in such colorful company? Greetings, Ojika. On this occasion, we are come to seek the student's assistant in a matter of some urgency. In that case, you'll want to speak with Kryl! She's in the main hall, sorting through our archives. there's a visitor with her at the moment, but it's no one you don't know, so feel free to show yourself in. Not yet. I'm gonna go down here, open stuff up with the Wandering Minstrel. So I can have ultimate, so that way I can have extremes and stuff lined up for when I'm finally actually ready to do them. I mean, I'm gonna have another one to unlock, but still, it'd be nice. What is this? Osmond. I'm gonna skip it. Blah. The Gleaner's Guild ship. You are now able to accept an odd job from Shallow Moor. Huh? I don't understand. Greetings, my friend. If you have a tale to share, this minstrel is all ears. Talk about Barbaricia. A world without death, where the strong devour the weak, and a woman touched by darkness, who possesses the power to seal void scent. Fascinating stuff indeed. But the blah blah blah. I just want to open it up. Storm's Crown Extreme. Mount Ordeals. Alrighty, back to the inn. Can I just... Yes. I can just go back to the annex. Dishes. Get out of the way.
Now, if it isn't two of my dearest friends. As for the other two, I don't believe we've had the pleasure.
Not in this vessel, perhaps. 'Tis I, Vashan. Though, you are welcome to call me Vritra, if you prefer.
Pay me no mind. I merely accompany them.
I pray you forgive us our intrusion. If you are occupied, we shall call again anon.
It's quite all right. We've just finished swapping all our secrets anyway. Erenfil occasionally comes and shares the latest Gleaner gossip, you see.
From forgotten ruins to mysterious relics. If there's aught that might be of interest to the students, he kindly lets us know.
Alas, I must soon depart on an expedition. As I may be away for an extended period, I wish to give Kryl fair warning. Hence my visit today.
I see. There are specimens that want for procuring, I presume?
No, it isn't guild shit business, but rather... homecoming.
Hinting towards the next adventure.
But enough about me. You have business too, yes? And I'm in the way.
I want his outfit. It's so
As a matter
nice.
of fact, we should be grateful if you could stay and share your knowledge of the nearby isles with us. We seek a means to travel to the Void. There, a man named Golbez plots to invade our world. A man who even now holds my sister hostage.
Be stimming. Eh.
To that end, we require a great quantity of ether, which we understand may be had on the Isle of Ham. We came in the hope of exploring how it might best be procured.
An invasion from the 13th? Must the stakes always be so dramatic?
You have a knack for finding trouble. If gleaners collected world-ending crises, you could make quite a name for yourself in our profession. It's true the Isle of Ham is a veritable font of ether, but as it's under the Forum's direct jurisdiction, only a privileged few get to set foot there. I myself haven't.
So if we want to help ourselves to the Isle's ether, we'll need to secure the Forum's permission. Very well. The students of Baldessian recognize your endeavors as combating a grave threat to the world. As representative, I hereby pledge our full assistance.
Yay!
Now that it's official, you may leave the politics and paperwork to me. Our operations remain small, but we shouldn't meet any undue resistance.
We are truly grateful.
If I may. According to the original plan for the Exodus, ether collected from the Isle of Ham was to power the Ark. Art thou perchance familiar with the logistics of this endeavor?
I don't know anything about that, I'm afraid. Nor do I think any gleaner would. You might have better luck asking someone involved with the Ark's construction. Margaret, for instance. She's a researcher in Charley and Hamlet. I met with her for a job recently, and she mentioned working on the Ragnarok's propulsion system. You could do worse than to seek her out while awaiting the Forum's verdict.
We may well do just that. How
You're quite
Oh,
welcome. Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Hello. Hello, Zombie the Creamy GR. Welcome in. How are you doing today?
I best start drafting our petition. Go on and find your researcher. I'll contact you as soon as we've made progress.
Aw. Well, I hope you manage
Let
to
us
get
leave
some rest
matters
soon.
here to Mistress Kryl and hie ourselves to Labyrinthos.
Right then, time to put our best foot forward. Oh. A pity you can't tidy yourself. I should have had Ishtola enchant you when I had the chance.
Girl, you haven't
What
seen my
have we
room yet.
here? Later, Kryl, later. You've work to do.
I'm gonna look at the market board real quick. See if I can't find a different loincloth, one that covers the front and the back. I know that there is one for Disciple of War, but I want to know if there is one for Disciple of Magic. If not, I'm gonna switch this thing out for something else. But we will find out. Monkey King. Let's see. What does this look like? Oh, that's cute, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for. It oddly looks good with that, though. Blood hemp and culottes. Oh, fuck no. Not the Colosseum. Not the Colosseum. Not the gumdrop buttons. I mean, I have this already. I can always pair that with this. It's not like it's gonna be a big deal. Oh my god, that just looks so stupid. This is how I am. I'm always looking for something to pair up with glamours, you know? I want to look the best that I can. Oh my god, that just looks funny. But doing raids be... Yeah. Doing raids be better. Unless you're DPS like me most of the time, then you're stuck waiting. Okay, so... Nope, not what I'm thinking of. So, I'm gonna go pair up the Rothgar shorts with what I have real quick. Just don't get me wrong, I like this, but it makes it look like I have, like, a blacksmith, some sort of like apron. I like an apron look, but not when it just covers the front. But that's just me. It's just me. Oh, I don't have it in here. For everything job. Except the weapons. Yeah. I don't. What does this look like? No. Is it in here? For it is not. Is it in Altricia? No. Guess I'm buying the Rothgar shorts again. Or at least those are gonna be reasonably cheap. Yeah. I used to craft a whole lot, but then I decided to stop because crafting is boring. Whoop, wrong one. I'm okay. How much for gold dye? Well, I'm thinking about it. Oh my lord. Settle down there, boy. What's that? Oh, is that a fashion? I gotta repair my armor. Oh my god. Right, I'll go look for a repair person, and then I'll go to the Charlayan Hamlet. Oh, speak of the devil. Visitors, how delightful. If you require assistance, then ask away. It so happens you've caught me in a post-deadline bliss. Forgive us the abruptness of our inquiry, but 'tis our understanding that thou had charge of the Ragnarok's propulsion systems. We should like to know how ether harvested on the Isle of Ham was to be stored and transported to the Ark, if the disclosure of such information is permitted. Oh, it's no bother at all. We built special tanks that can store ether just like we use casks to store wine. Simple, really. Simple, but quite brilliant in construction. They rivaled even crystals for ethereal capacity. A pity we never got to use them. Ah, how muddled and distant the memory. When Doom's deadline loomed large, we extricated ourselves from a waist-high mire of work, only to end up chin deep in another. I was at one with the world, a conduit for the energies of creation, but now I am truly alive. Who would have thought that sleeping in a bed and eating warm meals could make such a difference? Is that the chicken dance? Why, I feel positively functional. I dare say it rivals the thrill of dancing on the knife edge of failure. I'm concerned. We're all just staring at her like she's weird. We are glad for you, quite. On the subject of the ether tanks, do you know what became of them? What did become of them? For the life of me, I can't seem to remember. But I do remember someone who might remember. He should be back by now. Just look for a fellow wearing an outfit that screams, "I've been on vacation," and you haven't. Very well, we shall seek out this conspicuous colleague of thine. Our sincerest gratitude, Margaret, and do look after thyself. Come, let us seek out this individual attire in a manner suggestive of recent furlough. Ah. Daha. Of course there's a Lala. The face that launched our teeny tiny boat. How have you been, all two? Able to catch a bit of rest? No. Well, if I don't know about the ether tanks, who in Birgot's name would? Born right in me, the very own workshop they were. A pleasure as always, Master Cuckold. He's a cuckold. I trust thy respite proved rejuvenating. And then some. But I won't bore you with the details. At least not without a drink in me. So, why the interest in our little old tanks? Permit me to explain. Blah 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 blah. Boring stuff. Blah blah blah. I see, I see. I think I've gotten the long and short of it. It goes without saying, but we all owe you more than we can ever repay. If you need our ether tanks, then they're at your disposal. There's just one problem. We need the forum's approval to set foot on the Isle of Ham. Were it up to me, you'd be on the next ship out. But that lot can't wipe their arses unless it's in accordance with procedural motions. You may be assured that my backside is immaculate. Oh my god, no! Well, he was caught talking shit. Tally, stumping thighs, Master Fortunal, and Scholar Arc Monteshane. What a surprise! Pardon the intrusion. The forum has deliberated your petition, and we decided to deliver our verdict directly. You have been granted special dispensation to travel to the Isle of Ham for purposes of etheric extraction on one condition. On account of its rich ether deposits of ether, the isle is home to throngs of vicious beasts. We ask that you call any such creatures you encounter. That's all? Given the vast amount of ether we seek, I expected a far higher price. Oh, believe me, we do not underestimate the value of what you desire. Nay, we simply owe the students of Baldessian and their esteemed collaborators a debt of gratitude. We felt that expeditioning your request was a suitable way to repay it. A debt of gratitude. We have taken the liberty of arranging your passage to the Isle of Ham. Your vessel awaits in Scholar's Harbor. Then I better get those ether tanks loaded onto the airship. We'll be ready to take them where you need them, assuming it's safe. I shall head back to the annex, but should you need anything else, don't hesitate to call. Excuse me. Oh, we're back already. Okay. I love a lot of Zero's lines in these quests.
Bound for the Isle of Harm.
Are just,
You look like the ones
is
Master
this what
Fortune
manners
told me to
are?
expect.
Yeah, basically. That, and why are you doing that?
If you're ready to depart, then so am I. Just say the word.
I'm in me undies.
Is something the matter?
I did recruit one other to our party, but he is late to arrive.
Thancred!
Forgive me my delay.
I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for this. He sucks as a tank. They took him into Asphodelos. He died real fast.
Thancred?
And on a little tiny mob. He is.
If it isn't Varshan. They do grow up so quickly. Urianger tells me we have a host of exciting new tribulations to face. And you must be Zero. I've heard all about your daring do in Garlemald. A pleasure.
Let's face it, he's just a Leon wannabe.
Apart from strengthening our company with his redoubtable skill at arms, Thancred may also serve as a mentor in those matters that trouble thee. I speak of the intangible forces which bring souls together. Thancred is possessed of experience both unique and insightful that I am sure he would gladly share with thee. Thou needst but ask.
Yep, because he used to be possessed. The ether font. The ether font is open. Who wants to queue up with me, or should I go in with just the NPCs? Ooh, what's over here? Oh, I can't go in there. Oh, I see a lookout point. I need to go around and look for all the vistas. I wonder if there's a way to get up on top of that. I better not even try. I mean, I could always queue up and hope that I get a random team that doesn't mind helping me learn. Bitch, don't tell me what to do. You tell me what to do, I'm gonna take that as propositioning. Not like I'd even argue about that in the first fucking place, you know what I mean? Not often I get to have any. The bins. Da, da, da. La, la, la. Da, 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 da. Not really. Doesn't the Etherpod have a really cool armor set? No. I thought my character just made a fart sound. But now that there's another Picto, I'm gonna be fighting for armor. Healers aren't real. No, they're just green DPS. We just on strike. I like you. Let's paint our way to victory. What happened to our other Picto? Oh, there he is. Still on my Picto, he's still 80. Oh. Mine is getting close to 100. I think I'm at 96. Yeah, 96. This dungeon might be what gets me to 97. Whee! Water slide! Yeah. Well, if you wanna, after this dungeon, if you wanna grind out your Pictomancer, I don't mind joining you. Oh fuck. Oh fuck! Ow! It's both scary and adorable. Ah! Look at all that vulnerability. It's fine. I'm from the US as well, but I'm in the European. Oh, fuck! Oh! Yeah, I can't travel there at the moment, unfortunately. I was mostly talking to Kupo since that they're in Moogle. Which, whenever they open up transfers again, I'm going to be transferring from Louiswell over to Moogle. Because, I mean, it only makes sense. Time for the tank show. Yeah. Probably because there's nobody there. No, he means that he went to go clip what happened a moment ago, and he forgot to copy it before he closed the page. Which is fine. It'll appear for me in my list. They are doing great. You hit copy on a Blinkford page, okay. Oh. Pause. Oh, goody. We get the zip line. Whee! Zip line! Going on an adventure. I'm happy. This reminds me of some Highlands. Time to go wee! Wee! Oh god, that's a long way down. How about I don't fall and break my legs, Kupo? That would be bad. I mean, I might have wings, but they're just strictly for decoration. I mean, what? They're real. I swear, they're real. Time for a fart blast! It's a ham crystal. When isn't grinding the relic weapons boring? I started the Realm Reborn one and now I'm up to the stamp book and I was like, I'm done, I don't want to do it anymore. Ooh, Arcus. And it's gonna be that way for every single weapon too, and it's like, ugh. Yeah. And Adel. Oh! Oh! Oh, that hurt. My butt got destroyed by electricity. Oh. Greed. Greed. Pass. 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 Noblesse. Done 11 of them before they changed it to poetics. So then I'm guessing I can just use poetics to get my Manderville relics now. Well, at least I know that it won't take me forever then, huh? How many poetics do I have? 582. Is Leviathan? I'm gonna shit myself. Or a form of Leviathan. No! Kraken? Octomammoth. Oh, they kindly waited. Okay. Eye is bothering me. Oh fuck! Ew! No. Oh no! Oh! My butt got impaled! And a not fun kind of impaled too. I leveled up! Yes! I'll be at max level very soon. Ooh. I like that. She waited until she knew she got that comm. What would she have done if I didn't give it to her? I really shouldn't have.
Much obliged for clearing the way. We'll get to work at once.
I was not expecting that voice from Mr. Cuckold.
Filling these up will take a good while. I appreciate it if you stood watch till we finished. I ain't getting chewed to chum by some ether-bloated bugger.
Oh, many are violent escapes. Oh, man.
Oh, by the by.
No, I didn't. And nobody actually explained what I was supposed to do. Like, actually, now that I think about it, you and I are the only ones that actually spoke the whole time.
We would need them transported to Galemon, to the Tower of Babel.
Ah, that's a long old journey. Too long for a direct flight. Tell you what, we'll send them over with the scheduled shipment of provisions headed that way. I'll make the arrangements as soon as we get back. Save some poor chocobos having to drag this lot through the snow.
You have our thanks. We shall not forget your generosity.
Everything seems to be proceeding apace. I dare say you would have been fine without me.
Why would you say such a thing? You are not bound by contract or the threat of force. And you gain no advantage by devaluing your own contribution.
Oh my lord, woman!
Yet you must be bound by something to speak thus. What is it?
What binds me? A belief, I suppose. Born of our shared struggles. No matter where my comrades go, I have faith they will be fine. For I know that they will walk their chosen path as surely as I walk mine. I trust them, in short. Trite though it may sound.
Trust. I remember the word. How long has it been since last I used it? It had no place in my dealings. Not with other Voidsent, and certainly not with Xenos. Not even in the time before darkness engulfed the world. Full often did Memoriats betray their own, corrupted by the very power they wielded. You could alone we fought. and alone we fell. I wouldn't know how to trust. Is there some trick to it?
Really, lady?
Just stay close to this one. You'll learn in no time.
Take a shot for every cutscene our character actually didn't say anything.
Aye. Absolutely fine.
He'd be fucking plastered for months.
I confess I thought thou mightst have more words of counsel to offer.
Oh, she'll soon get the hang of it, even without my help. After our work here is done, I'll see myself back to the shadows. But before that, I take it you've heard as well.
Indeed. The client seeketh Archons, and 'twould seem our extensive travels and neutrality make us prime candidates.
Yes.
Well, assuming we take on the request, I suspect I'll be stuck with you again. Don't let me down, hmm?
Blah, blah, blah. Quick tongue. To Camp Broken Glass, yay! It's time to go freeze off my nuts. Yeah, once again, there are no voices. L2, allow me to personally thank you for your assistance during the recent Voidsent incursion. Your actions saved many. What brings you here today? Pray forgive us for not sending word in advance, Commander, but we seek your cooperation in a matter of great import. I cannot allow this! Stop at once! I want her hair. Indeed, we appreciate you consulting with us instead of taking unilateral action. 'Tis no simple matter to activate the Tower of Babel, and I speak not only for the technological challenges. Personally, I think we must consider the emotional impact of such an action above all else. Pending a more official name, we refer to those who remain here as the Garlean community. As you would expect, they are predominantly native Garleans, most of whom are uncomfortable with ethereal manipulation. To compound matters, the trauma inflicted by Anima is still fresh. If the tower were to suddenly light up again, It is like to cause distress and reopen old wounds. Better that than facing a mass invasion by Golbez and his void-sent hordes, surely. Of course, we acknowledge the gravity of the situation, as well as the promised bloodshed should we fail to act. Yet, even if we were to convey your warning to the public, many simply do not understand the workings of magic or the rift. They will struggle to comprehend why they must be forced to relive personal horrors for the sake of something they cannot imagine. What's there to imagine? Haven't these people seen Voidsent with their own eyes? Let us suppose you encounter someone who is freezing in this cold. A natural thing to do would be to make them a fire, yes? But what if that person's sole existence with fire was being badly burned by it, and they harbored an acute fear? Despite the benefits, nay, the necessity, of the warmth you offer, they may flee on instinct, or worse, misinterpret your actions as for aggression and lash out. So like the fire that torments this individual, the Tower of Babel torments the people of Garlemald. Yet we cannot afford to falter here. We must find a way to help them overcome their fear. I agree. To that end, the contingent will assist however we can. We should speak with Alphino and Alice, while with a report they have established with the Garlean people. I dare say they can provide us with valuable insights. In the meantime, Urianger, might I ask that you remain here to oversee the technical aspects of the tower's activation. Here they are, dressed for the cold, and then here's me with my nuts hanging out. I'm just saying, I am not dressed for this weather. And I am standing here in my undies. In the freezing cold while everybody else is dressed warmly. I mean, look at me. Look at me. Do you think I'm dressed appropriately here? I'm freezing my nuts off. Just for your entertainment. Yes. Wouldn't it be the first time you were standing in the freezing cold and barely a towel? Yep. I'm glad to see you all too. Vritra has explained our present dilemma. 'Tis no unfounded concern that the Garleans might take poorly to the reactivation of the Tower of Babel. That's putting it mildly. Many would be up in arms over it. Trust in the Isambard contingent is fragile enough. We need to tread lightly, or we risk jeopardizing everything we've achieved. Trust again. Well, it seems to me that there is naught for it but to speak with the people. Rather than harping on about the necessity of the plan, we need to lend an ear to their concerns. Then perhaps we can begin working towards a compromise. Ah, ever intelligent she is. In that case, I'll take you to meet the company leaders, the community leaders. They're at a station called Senatus, near the Cenaculum Imperialis. I would be honored to speak with them, though it would be prudent to learn where people elsewhere stand as well. But I will leave to the others, save Zero, let you accompany me. I'm sure those in Tapper's Den will have their own opinions. Alphino, if I may drag you along. Tertium, we leave to you. You are no stranger to the people here, so it should take little prodding to convince them to speak freely. Yes, I shall let them speak to the naked man. I mean, just as easily. For all you know, I might be sitting here in the nude. I mean, I'm not. I'm wearing a black tank top and denim cutoffs, but no, for all you know, right? No! Stop it! The tower is evil. It'll turn us all evil. I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Stop it! Alexa, fart. Fie. That tower isn't right, I tell you. All those magics. Years ago, when I lived in the provinces, the locals razed our village to the ground with the stuff. Made things appear and disappear and fly and burn. Can still see it when I close my eyes. You've done us a good turn, dear, but let's not talk about that tower any longer. It's unnatural. Y'all are a bunch of cowards. I'm trying to save this world. Activate the Tower of Babel? Are you out of your mind? That abomination transformed my friends and family into monsters. I cannot even bear to look at it whenever I step outside. If you want to do something for us, tear the bloody thing down. Damn, I can understand your qualms, but this is to save the world. The Tower of Babel? But what's it got to do with the Void Scent? I can't say I understand. Still, your people have done much and more for us Garleans. If you say it's necessary, then that's good enough for me. Oh, somebody actually agreed. Yay. 3 people are like, shut up. Whatever its present state, the Imperial Palace was once the pride of Garlemald. I mean, no disrespect to you and yours, but shouldn't the Garlean people be its caretakers instead of foreigners? Though, if we dared speak thus to some of the contingent, they might make assumptions, cut our rations, or worse. No, forget I said anything, please. UFO time! I'm being abducted. Whee! Beam me up, Scotty. Oh, yes, probably. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Remember, we went to go see Paul one day, Aslan. You remember that? Got that movie, your mom was like, that was a dirty movie. Julius is on his way with the others. I hope you found the people more receptive than we did. Also, may I present to you Lords Nias and Medius, magistrates of our political council. They have been spearheading the efforts to establish a new system of government here. When we raised the subject of the Tower of Babel, they insisted we speak no further until joined by representatives of the Isilbar contingent. I see Alphino and Alice have yet to arrive, though, so perhaps we should wait. It doesn't matter if only some of you are present. We simply wish to make one thing perfectly clear. The tower is the manifestation of Garlean ingenuity and authority. It was once the abode of the imperial family, and it will forever bear tremendous cultural significance. It is insulting enough that we have had to suffer foreigners occupying it under the guise of rendering aid, and now you propose reactivating it? Nay, we have had enough. The Garlemald of old may have fallen, but she fell in civil war to her own people, not to Eorzea nor any other land. We came here to assert our unequivocal claim to our territory. Garlemald and all that lies within her bounds is beholden to no one. Well, let's go activate it anyways. Fuck what you have to say. Right? Since your excellencies are resolved to negotiate with the contingent, I will escort them to Tertium. I'll also instruct Alphino and Alice to meet us there. Lord Medius, Lord Naeus, by your leave, my comrades and I would speak with the residents of Synodas. Though the Isilbar contingent holds the Tower of Babel, it is I who wishes for it to be reactivated, and thus I think it meet that I be present for this discussion. Yet my understanding of your people's hardships, of their hopes and desires, of their dreams for the future, is sorely lacking in my ignorance. I would struggle to contribute. Lest you worry, I will not plead our case to the community in your absence. I wish only to identify common ground upon which we might build a relationship to see us overcome our differences. Very well, but know that the guards will not hesitate to escort you from the premises should they judge your actions to be inappropriate. If it's settled, then you should go ahead to Synodas. I'll join you there after I see their excellencies safely to Tertium. Ooh. Alpha! It's the little guy! Mapping the realm, Garlemald. Nice. I think the next time I do the Pictomancer stuff and New Game Plus, I will probably pick all the depressing answers. I saw bloodshed. The things I've seen, man. Here it is, Senatus, a temporary refuge for political dignitaries, hence the tight security. I am given to understand that outsiders are not normally permitted so much as a glimpse inside. We should consider ourselves fortunate to be given this opportunity. I hope it will be worth the trouble. As do I, Zero. As do I. To begin, I propose we split up and ask the residents for their views on Isilbar contingent and the current state of affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was still in the party. We would also do well to learn about the Enclave itself. Should you observe anything of note, pray keep it in mind. It is through open hearts and open minds that I believe we may yet convince their leaders to work with us for the greater good. My eye is like bothering me. It was my left eye before, and now it's my right. No, it was my right, and now it's my left. Pile o' crates. The stockpile of assorted supplies bears markings indicating that they're provided by the Isilbar contingent. The Enclave is clearly reliant upon the Alliance for aid. Pelagia! You want to know what I think? I'm a soldier. I try not to think about politics at all. I'll say this much. Our leaders labor to preserve our culture, our way of life, what remains of it at any rate. I trust them to do what's best for Garlemald. It's the ceruleum. You recognize the large casks as the very same you and your comrades used to transport ceruleum from Lapis Manalis. Why they are in Senatus is unclear. Ooh. Something weird is going on here. How do I feel about the contingent? Conflicted, to say the least. I've been tasked with the distribution of supplies, and I know as well as any that we couldn't survive without outside aid. But that as it may, even though the Empire has collapsed, we have our pride. We don't want to be beholden to others forever. And there's no denying that that it chafes to see our benefactors occupying the Imperial Palace. These guys are so prude. Finished touring the Enclave, have you? What were you able to learn? Much the same as me, then. They accept the contingent's help out of necessity and harbor a measure of resentment. They have only themselves to blame. If they don't like the bargain, they should reject it. How many times must I tell you? It's absolutely out of the question. What's going on? We were wondering the very same thing. We came running when we heard shouting. Is aught the matter? No, I was just trying to explain. Mayhap you can clear this up. The contingent has made a reasonable request, but this man insists that it's impossible. It concerns the Magitech weapons which run rampant throughout Regio Urbanissima. Every time we deliver supplies here, we have to dispatch extra men to defend against potential attacks. To address the issue once and for all, we've proposed the elimination of all machina that loiter near the supply route. But you heard him. They refused to even consider it. The magistrates have already spoken on this matter, rampant or no. Those war machina are Garlean assets. Furthermore, who is to say they are as dangerous as you attest? It has been suggested that this could be the pretense of to scavenge machina Magitech material for your own ends. I know not if that is the case, but the fact remains we cannot allow you to destroy them. More speculation by the magistrates, I presume. Ridiculous, but they have spoken, and unless we want to inflame tensions further, there's not we can do. How complicated relations become when not grounded in a clear and equitable arrangement. An equitable arrangement, of course. Well, do I understand the difficulty of your position? As a soldier, you must do your duty and obey your superiors. But I have an idea. But I must first speak with Commander Lucia. May I take charge of this matter? By all means. Let's return to Camp Broken Glass, where we might discuss a solution I believe will satisfy all parties. Oh god. It's the game of back and forth. As always. So much time. So much time. Time is not an option. Time is not an option. Arr. We're crazy. Welcome back, all of you. I pray there have been positive developments in your efforts to appeal to the Garlean community. Mayhap not yet, but there is a method by which I believe all stand to gain. As satrap, I intend to propose a trade agreement between Razadhan and the people of Garlemald. Please continue. The people of this nation have lived through its collapse and more, yet they have chosen to remain, for it is their home. That they have been able to survive thus far is thanks to the Islabard contingent, or rather, in less flattering terms, they are entirely at your mercy. Despite your noble intentions, this one-sided relationship has fueled feelings of frustration and resentment. 'Tis no surprise, then, that some Garleans are loath to engage with foreigners for fear of indebting themselves further or surrendering more of their already limited autonomy. This is why I wish to present them with an equitable arrangement. One day would restore to them a sense of agency after having been forced to rely upon charity. Easier said than done. What exactly did you have in mind? Long have Garlemald and Razathan abided by a treaty of non-interference. Freely have we traded with one another, and I wish to continue this tradition. We would provide your people with such supplies as you require, in return for which you would grant us leave to use the Tower of Babel, as well as share your Magitech resources and expertise. As we become more reliant upon your technologies, we will of course require more ceruleum to fuel them. This you possess in abundance, and for it you will be duly compensated. Razathan's culture will be enriched by your Magitech wonders, and our ever-increasing demand for your wares will see Garlemald grow wealthy and prosperous. It's a fair trade! Only when both sides keep the interests of the other in mind can an equitable relationship be forged. 'Tis a principle I once thought I understood, but have come to appreciate all the more in recent days, thanks to the sage counsel of a friend from beyond the rift. Your Excellency, thank you for your careful consideration of Garlemald's future, but I cannot speak for every Garlean. I myself see no reason to object to your proposal. Indeed, if Razathan were to make the initiative, other nations would follow suit and seek to normalize trade relations with us. If you see the sense in my proposal, then I ask you to join me in the negotiations at Tertium. Your support may be instrumental in winning over the lords Neus and Medius. By all means, go with them. I have matters here well in hand. I have learned all that I may regarding the tower's operation, so I too shall he me to Tertium. Yes, very well, Mr. Giraffe. Now I get to go back to... Hold on. Nope, never mind. I went anyway. So I was going to cancel it because that was only 100 gil. But whatever. Ooh, Junkmonger. Show me your goods. It looks interesting as a short sleeve shirt. And shorts. Why do I like that so much? I mean, it's terrible, but, you know. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by right, and nothing will do convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it is not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Razathan, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers, and the proposed agreement represents a rare opportunity. 'Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I cannot believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. We're a proud patriot, yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant? Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Neas. And there will be a reckoning. Oh yes, when the people of Senatus will learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Medius, wait. It isn't safe out there. Oh well. The guy's a jackass. Let him die. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna challenge this guy. Let's see, how hard is he gonna be? Here I go. Yay! I won! Yay! Airplane. You know what? No. Gonna go arc. Okay, cold. That has mech. No. Now they're getting ready. Now they're getting to see just how bad things are, I guess. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless. And I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Which one?
Aye. So long as we live.
Yeah, Julius. He's a cutie too.
Lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken.
We should have let Metius die, just saying.
We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me?
You're like, what?
Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
I like his outfit.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrates safely back to Tertium.
This is a funny time for that. Well, at least we're getting close to whatever comes next.
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the Magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in yourself. Perhaps it's because the Magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns. During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once.
Alrighty.
A swordsman and a
Sleep
mage,
well, Kupo.
whom I met when passing through a village.
Thank you for helping me like you
They
have.
had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriats.
Love you, friend.
When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected
that's
some
Golbez.
outburst. Some show of frustration at
I
having
guarantee you
failed
that's
to
also
deceive me.
Cecil.
But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust.
Because they came from Baron.
Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared.
So Cecil and Golbez.
Perhaps they hoped I was like them, too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone. But ultimately, I was undone. Overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me. And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today.
I think after this, I will probably go so I can get me something
It's plain
to
that
eat.
you've forged bonds with those around you.
I want curry.
If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep, though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do?
With a handshake, perhaps?
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
Welcome back. He came back just as I was getting ready to go. I'm hungry. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Garland community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You've read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. Aeneas, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not of my behavior, but the placing of the burden of negotiations solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people at Tapper's Den. Some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. Oh, kitty! I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffy Imperials who normally keep to themselves and Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Garlemald, have entered a trade agreement with Razathan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Razathan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it marks a significant step towards rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Razathan holds Garland technology and ingenuity to the highest esteem. It is my hope that, through this agreement, our peoples will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather round to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. So burdened by hardship and trauma were the people of Garlemald that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis by virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel, a rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need but await Y'shtola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry. We devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. They're like, huh? such like mechanical nods. Disband. Alrighty, chat. That's gonna be it for me today. I have been going for almost 4 hours. I am tired and I want food. I'm not gonna raid out today. But I will be back tomorrow with more. I can't even believe that it's Sunday. I thought like it was a different day. You know? I was like, oh man. I woke up at 9 after having gone to bed at 2:30. So I only had like 6.5 hours of sleep. Tried to take a nap. I was only out for 20 minutes. Ugh, you know, I don't know. But yeah, I will be back tomorrow. I don't know with what. No, I do know with what. But we're going to finish the Post-Endwalker story. And then we are going to start Dawn Trail finally. I look forward to seeing you all then. Alright? Take care.